Welcome back to FallingFoxGaming, everybody. I'm your host Blaine, and today we're picking up with some more Stellaris. Now, for those of you that watched the entire video last time, thank you. It did seem like we had a huge drop off of people that wanted to actually watch the roleplay elements of it, so for now I'm actually going to drop the stories for the backgrounds of the AI empires. It seems like there's not enough people that truly care about it. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments below if you still want me to add those in. Maybe I'll add them at the end of other videos, but right now it doesn't seem like too many people are interested in them, so I'm going to drop them off for now. As for today, we are picking up almost where we left off. Just a little bit of time has passed. We've had a whole bunch of embassy invites, so we have a whole bunch of new embassies in our empire, and there's a few rivalries and defensive pacts throughout the galaxy, but none of it really affects us too much, so I figured it wasn't really worth showing right now. But let's just hop back in here. So we're finally able to take this area up here. I really wish we would have gotten to it sooner, but it's Stellaris. That's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. There's a bunch of cool stuff up here, so I'm glad we're at least finally getting it. It's also nice that with all the new diplomatic relations we got, we actually have made a whole bunch of friends. A lot of people like us. Our empire seems to be friendly enough to where a lot of people do not want to get on our bad side, which is fantastic. And I'm thinking that over time, there's going to be more friendly people than hostile in our general region. Let's just hope it stays that way. Alright, let's just get some construction chips to take the rest of these systems here slowly. Our economy's not doing great, so that's something we do have to keep an eye on. Most of our resources are doing okay, but we're having a really hard time keeping up with our energy credits. Our empire is just really not set up to collect energy credits very well, so it's something that's constantly digging at us, so we need to figure that out, hopefully sooner rather than later. And a new technology is available. And here we go, leader lifespan has popped up. I'm going to go ahead and take the leader lifespan increase because our leaders are currently not immortal, and I do want them to live as long as possible. Having high-level, near-immortal leaders is a great way to increase your effectiveness of your entire empire. Oh hey, looks like we have war going on. The Commonwealth of Man and the Fennox Star Alliance. That's really interesting because they have very similar mentalities, and they're up this way here, fighting alongside the Seketh Hides. That'll be an interesting war. I don't even know if they actually have access to each other or not. We'll see if there's some power changes up there. And it looks like we have another war declaration. The Kryptilian United Stars are declaring war on the Corinthian Commerce Cartel, which again, I thought that they were similar. Oh no, they're not at all. We actually have Fanatic Egalitarian and Materialists and Pacifist Materialists. Okay, so not similar really. So as you guys can see, our economy is kind of stabilizing a little bit here. We finally had enough extra population that we were able to send them off-world to different worlds to kind of balance things out. Roshan Prime is starting to become an energy hub, thankfully. Having a planet dedicated to energy production is pretty much the only way we can actually probably balance energy out in the long run, so thankfully we have a world that's actually pretty good for that. As for our fringe worlds, this one here, Tabacor Prime, is going to end up being a food production world, I believe. It has enough agricultural districts that that'll actually work. And that means I think we're also going to do alloy production on this planet because that's kind of how our empire works. Food production will turn into alloy production. So potentially, this fringe world could eventually be one of our powerhouse manufacturing districts. So let's hope for that. And this is kind of interesting. The Mathenian space pirates actually want a defensive pact with us, which usually means that they feel like they're threatened. So let's go ahead and take a look at their relations and see who their enemies are. So my guess is they are worried about the Irribots next to them. They don't really have a good relationship with anybody nearby, but they are especially hostile to them, seeing as they're rivaling them and they're right next to them. I'm going to go ahead and decline this for now because I don't want to get pulled into a war that I don't really have any say in, and I actually kind of like the Irribots. So for now, sorry Mathenians, we're not doing it. And while we're out here, I think I'm actually just going to start moving my envoys around a little bit to try and improve relations with some of the nearby empires, just to see if any of them come around to maybe wanting to do a federation with me. So far, not a single empire is even considering the idea a good idea, so it's been kind of a wasted tradition, which really sucks, but, you know, that is what it is. So we're going to start with the Ultru, and we're going to move our envoy away from the Irribots, yeah. We got pretty good relations with them. There's no reason that's going to decline, so we'll just stick with that. God damn it. Okay, so I looked away for literally like 2 minutes, and the stupid Mathenians settled one of the spaces in my area. That is extremely irritating because they have not sent anybody over at all in all this time. That's 9 energy right there. I was waiting to take that for just a little while, so that really bugs me. If they send them in here, you know what, Mathenians? I am not okay with this at all. And we're losing relations with each other because they create a spot of more border friction, you freaking idiots. So now we're going to end up in the scenario where we're going to end up at war, most likely at some point, because they're taking territory within my own claimed territory, basically. Yeah, and they just sent another construction ship up this way, so they're definitely going to try and come through here and start taking some of these systems. We've had like such a good run up until that point. I've managed to keep everyone out of our territory, and now we have this weird little strip that's not ours in our own territory. See, look at this. What D-bags? Research agreement from Earbots. Okay. So, you know, we're going to do something. So the Earbots clearly seem to be better friends than the Methenians. So improve relations with them. And we're going to go ahead and ignore the space pirates. Defensive pact with the Earbots. Same thing as Methenians. No. At least not right now. Honestly, so part of the problem here is that the Methenians are actually boxed in now completely. That's why they did this. I understand why they did. Their territory ran out, so they came through my territory to keep expanding. But I just really don't like that. So this is kind of the fun part of Stellaris. We're now entering the point where if you guys kind of look, you can kind of see the edges of people's territories. Everybody is starting to run out of territory that they can grab. I am one of the only people that have a bunch of territory left, and that's because I expanded early in the beginning to kind of take choke points. And I was hoping to keep everybody out, and this is the one time I screwed up and wasn't paying attention for, you know, a split second, which happened to be the split second that they came up and boxed or took that spot. Wow, the Methenians really, really, really want a defensive pact. It's not going to happen, but they really want one. So I'm guessing their relation with the Earbots is going downhill very quickly. That's what I'm assuming anyways. They also have... Oh, I see what they're doing. So the reason why the Methenians keep sending us a defensive pact is they probably want to go to war with the Earbots, and they want to make sure that I'm not willing to attack them. But I'm not going to lie. With this dick move right here, I'm not going to say no to that. Non-aggression pact? Yep, there we go. So they're going to try and settle with a non-aggression pact. I don't even know if I'm willing to go with that, because honestly, the move that they did, like, they're going to create a problem. So what's happening now is we have extra border friction that we didn't have before. Well, I don't even know if we had border friction before. There had to be some, but not much. But they have just enough now to where we're ending up with a penalty on our relations. And I can't do anything about that. So what I'm thinking is that I'm not going to agree. What's their strength to us? They're overwhelming, obviously, because we never built up our fleet. I'm going to accept a non-aggression pact with them. The thing is, I don't care about that territory very much, honestly. It's just annoying because they erased my choke point for that stupid territory right there. Well, they didn't erase it. They can't do anything there, really. But they made that point kind of a weak point. Like, if they decide to build a star base there, I'm destroying them. Like, there's no exception to that. I will break my non-aggression pact with them to crush them if that happens. New technology. There we go. Crystal mines are up, which is nice, because that means we can actually get that one spot. And we're going to go ahead and go with... Ooh, I wouldn't mind planetary build speed being up. That'd make us build things faster. But I want to keep increasing our technology for our ships, because we're going to have to build up our fleet here in a little bit, I think, just in case. It seems like we're becoming the weaker people in the galaxy again, and I need to offset that. And the Earbots also wanted a non-aggression pact with us. I'm going to go ahead and agree to that as well. So the thing is, these guys both are doing non-aggression pacts with us because, like I said, they want to go to war with each other. Honestly, this is a very weird situation because the Methenians have been really good neighbors up until they started being a dick over here. But the Earbots are people that I actually care about a little bit more, specifically because they're another Hive Mind. They're self-conscious, not necessarily Hive Mind, they're a machine empire, but same idea, basically. So a bunch of non-aggression pacts and defensive pacts. Ooh, the Earbots and Techno-Wasp have formed a defensive pact. That's cool. Who else has? The Sendar Consortium and the Lippenstar Confederation. So who is the Sendar Consortium? We know the one guys are right here. These are the Lippenstar, but who is the... What is it? I already forgot it. The Sendar Consortium. Where's that? Oh, way up there. Okay. That's strange, honestly. But not my concern, I suppose. Oh, shit. We found an L-gate up here, too, and they didn't tell us. Okay. That's actually much closer. That is actually kind of terrifyingly close. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. That is actually really close. That's only a couple jumps away from our systems in general. I mean, nowhere near our planets, but close enough to our territory that I should probably try and lock that down. So I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think it'd be worth us trying to form a defensive pact with the Techno-Wasp assimilators and the Earbots? I think if the three of us had a defensive pact, maybe we could turn this into a federation down the line. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys like that idea. But that's going to be it for now. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.